You will lose because you are weak. That's where you're wrong. Because I have.
Cut.
I thought we were doing religion?
It's an interview lah bang.
Oh.
Well, that was eventful, wasn't it? So we're actually talking about interreligious conversions. So if you don't know what that is, I'll put it right here. Right. And so we actually are comparing about two people. We're giving it like a compare, contrast kind of feel. And yeah, let's get to it. Oh crap, that was only half the video. What religion were you before you converted?
Before I converted, was Christian.
Oh, Christian.
So that we, the whole family, my father, my parents, and my sister, and one sister, so we all converted to Buddhism.
I was a Buddhist, but now I'm a Christian.
Full Buddhist? As I can
Full
see.
Buddhist, because my parents they are both Buddhist.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright. What made you convert to the new religion?
Oh, it's
you can say a long story, it's okay.
Okay, I think religion things is about the human needs. And when you need something, pray for that, to demand something. So why we convert? Because basically everyone is follow the father. Last time we are Christian. My father is a Christian, so we all are Christian. So got some incident happen to my mom in Terengganu. Because my father worked in Terengganu as a doctor. So I think my mom had faced some black magic issue. So the leg swollen every single night, itchy. So for Christian, we just put the holy water. But the holy water can get rid of it in like 1-2 days. So it doesn't like totally stop the whole thing. So one of my father's friend is doing those timber business, pembalakan. So when he visit my dad, so he saw my mom this kind of issue So he said that why not we try to go to Thailand, Hanoi, to settle this black magic stuff. For that time, because Christian doesn't believe on all this, so my father also doesn't believe. But eventually we dragged this thing about 1-2 years and see my mom suffer quite difficult. Then we had to go for skin specialists, test the blood, and then spend a lot of money as well. So at the end, we did have a try to Thailand, and then one of the what is a temple. So no harm trying, my father said. So we made decision. So we went there. Then my mom cured by the monk. So they do some chanting on the egg. After eat the egg, my mom vomit all the green color, black color, and what's that. So after that, my mom okay. Then my father decided to convert to Buddhism. That's the story.
Such a beautiful and sad story.
Because during my birthday, my friend brought me to the church. And then I was having intern last time, and then I was having a hard time. And then they give me blessing, they pray for me, and then after that everything went smoothly. Yeah. That's why I started to believe Christ.
Oh,
Yeah.
so nice to hear that.
Yeah.
Alright. So, what were the initial reactions of the people close to you, like your inner circle?
I mean, my friend, all the Christian, that time I also still going to church, sing song, it's still fine for us. Let's say my son adults really want to be Christian, I don't mind. As long as you do the right thing, it's a peaceful world. When you journey into your life, maybe some obstacle that you need to settle, maybe there are other religion that can settle it. So why not you just convert? Because it's all about human divine. Like those Taoism also, they have Topekong. You know Topekong? Topekong, people pray, at the ground. Got one small hut there, on the ground. They pray for Datukong because that Datukong is Malay. It's like a penghulu, ketua kampung. It's a good soul, take care of the territory. So then they worship him because it's like a last time penghulu, that contribute to the society, contribute to the area.
My friends support me, but I didn't tell my parents. Because they are both Buddhists, like very hardcore Buddhists.
Hardcore Buddhist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you don't mind me asking, do you want to tell your parents anytime soon, or like wait until?
Maybe soon when I grown up, like fully adult.
Or maybe something like after college, so then they don't like stop education or something, is it?
Yeah, something like that.
What was your reaction and like on the whole process of converting from Christian to Buddhist? Like, could you explain the flow, like how you feel initially, and then it's all on feeling.
I think both religions is a bit, not to say much different. It's a bit the same. Like Christian, they don't worship with the joystick and so on. Like Taoism, they worship using a joystick. So I think Christian is more to freedom, happiness. It's like more to freedom. Buddhism is still the same. It's mostly for peaceful and belief in karma. I think basically the same. Buddhism for us is not Taoism, it's Buddhism. So Buddhism, we don't need to have joystick and so on, candle and so on. We just pray in our hand and then.
Tell the whole process also.
Yeah, I actually haven't baptized lah, but I will one day. When I convert, I feel like newborn, yeah, and happy that I under Christ.
Would you, are you going to baptize soon, or is like it will be a while?
Later, soon.
Oh, alright. Were you a religious person before converting? Like when you were a
not
Christian?
that really strong on particular religious. Just as long as the world is peaceful, everyone's happy.
You mean like from before you converted and after also you were like not so?
Not so.
You
Not like those have to really remember the Bible and so on. You just like, okay, we join the church, everyone happy, peaceful, singing, share problems. So, Buddhism also, like we go to temple, we vegetarian, everyone happy there. Okay, it's not like really strongly on you have to do this, you have to do this, do this. Like Taoism, a lot of the rules and regulations are not like Buddhism and Christian. Islamic also quite certain rules that you cannot follow. You must follow. But I think all these rules is about the human, whether can take it or not. It's about to control the human, not to be over
too much.
Yeah, too much over the disrespect of the God. Like Islamic, they cannot drink beer, cannot drink alcohol, because their belief, if you drink already, you want to read the Al-Quran, you cannot read properly, it doesn't respect the God. So every single religion they have a certain rules, why we cannot do this, why we can do this. So same thing. Like, just to share with you, like my grandma passed away, so it's under Taoism. It's out of control. So the Taoism came, so when the coffin wanted to close, he said, who born in the Chinese calendar of the year horse? Horse, pig, rooster cannot see the coffin, have to face behind. Then this is also asking yourself whether you want to follow or not follow. And my grandma is the last I can see my grandma in the coffin before they close the coffin. I never follow. Just go and see my grandma. Okay. So some of the rules is practical, some of the rules is not really practical. So we don't follow blindly what we're telling you, unless you have a strong reason. Because all this is people saying only why we must follow. Unless you have facts and figure to prove that this is really wrong. If you do this, you'll be harmful, you'll be this. Doesn't have to prove one. So why we need to follow?
Like for the case of seeing your grandma, it's just that you want to see your grandma.
Yeah, I just want to see. It's the last scene before my grandma close the coffin. Why not? I don't have to see, man. Right? So nothing to do with all the terms I cannot see, because how to see it will be bad luck. It doesn't really that. Because the love is more powerful than others things, others like terms and rules. Right? Because I want to see my grandma the last view before they close the coffin, rather than I follow the rules. So it depends. Some like Chinese New Year, they say cannot sweep the floor and so on. A lot of different types of rules. Every single religion has the rules just to control human, not to be
Exaggerate.
not to be doing things over the limits, just to control. Buddhism also, they have 5 precepts, like they have chanting like Musawada. Musawada means that you cannot talk lie. Panati Pata means that you cannot kill. So there are 5 precepts to follow. So it depends on people want to follow. So every time they're chanting these 5 precepts first to be a Buddhism.
I pray every day night.
Every night.
Yeah, and read Bible.
Oh. So you go to church on Sundays or so?
Yeah.
Alright. Did you face any problems in the initial stage, like right after you converted? Did you face any problems, hard to adjust?
I think because from Christian to Buddhism, because Christian and Buddhism is about the same, I don't see any changes. Just the changes that every Sunday we don't need to go to church. So we just
pray at home.
Pray at home, or occasionally we go to temple and pray. Sunday we pray. We donate food and so on. Just Sunday we don't need to go to church.
Alright. Right.
Yeah.
So was it hard for you?
No, I feel happy myself. Before that, I wasn't that happy.
So like you were feeling like something was missing.
Yeah. After I convert, everything is fine.
Were you? Would you say that you're a religious person?
Before that?
No, after. Like
I pray every day and night.
Every night.
Yeah, and read Bible.
So you go to church on Sundays or so?
Yeah.
Would you say that religion has affected you in your daily routine?
Yeah, religion affects everyone actually, because once we have a problem, it cannot be solved by ourselves and other people also. So we seek for God. We seek for God for a better solution. Hope because where there's a God, there's a hope. So this hope will make us go through our life. Because when there's a hope, we will journey on it and we fight for it. So when people without hope, it's going to be lost. That's why people jump down from the building, suicide, or so. So I think people pray for God is about human demand. So when human needs and human, human in sadness, human in trouble, cannot find a solution. They need a direction, they need the hope, to motivate them back. Although we don't know whether, until now we don't know whether God exists or not, but at least this thing is something that keep us going, yes. It's something that motivates us indirectly. Means that like we cannot we can feel it, okay. We also don't know whether there's a God or maybe the God is a good soul only, but we don't know. Yes, but this thing is create a good vibes and a good aura and create knowledge, wisdom to teach all the people to be better.
So you go to church on Sundays or so?
Yeah.
Are you afraid if like do you pray at home or like every day, right?
Yeah.
Do you pray at home?
Yeah.
So are you not afraid that your parents would like caught you or something? No.
The most thing I'm afraid is the Bible. I hide the Bible.
Oh, true. Yes.
Yeah.
We have cases where the children don't even tell their parents that they have converted until they actually got out of the house and like have a safe place to go.
I think it's about how the family treat this thing, open-minded. It doesn't mean that you convert other religion, you become bad, right? It's also you convert other religion, also become good people. It doesn't, or you go for those Satan kind of, those devils kind of, that's a different story. So it's about also good things, like my cousin Adrian Fong, Fong Kok Leong. He converted into Islam. He married a Malay girl. Now his name is Iskandar Fong. Also same. Also do prayers on Friday. Also follow the same. It's nothing wrong because we as a human we respect others people. We respect others' religion as well. So it doesn't like compare and so on. So like my cousin becomes something also I help out, when wedding time, like to buy all the songkok. We also wear. Okay, we pay respect. Malaysia's good thing is we respect each other.
So last question, for your personal experience, what advice would you give the people who are thinking of converting, or like if they're having thoughts of converting, or like people who want to convert but is too afraid to convert like that?
I think this is about a bit personal issue, personal kind of thinking. For me, it's very simple. As long as you feel comfortable to eat, not like people force you. Like some religion that really force you go door to door, ask you to read the Bible, is all those Christian. So I think it's wrong because you want to convert into others' religion is based on your own heart, your willingness. If you convert because of people force you, it's no point. So it's like a lot of story like that I heard before, like in Indonesia they're very poor, so they try to convert the people there into Christian. The church, they put a lot of rice, food, so all the people go to the church and take the food because they don't have eat much. Then if you go to the church you have to become Christian. I think that is not the right way. If you want to convert into others' religion, why not? It's just about where your heart will go and you feel comfortable to it.
It's either they found out themselves or you just told them.
Because in the end of the day, it's your choice.
Yeah, you
right?
tell them. Yeah, it's your life.
No, yeah.
Yes.